What's up, you guys? Thank you for clicking on this video. So today, this weekend, we have some pretty interesting news to cover. So artist Scott Johnson, via his Twitter and X account, he shared never before seen early designs of the Transformers Legacy Year 1 poster. And he says here, Transformers Legacy Evolution Poster 2020. This was a project where the individual elements were drawn by another artist. I did the color rendering of each character / environment piece, then assembled them all into this layout and added the effects necessary to make it cohesive. Looking at the poster itself, there are a couple things here that are very, very different. You have a destroyed Unicron head. Now, I know the Legacy toy line was originally going to have a Netflix show to accompany it, much like the War for Cybertron trilogy, but it was canceled due to the low ratings of the War for Cybertron trilogy shows. I think it would have added more context to the overall toy line and overarching story of Legacy. Especially with the whole Unicron thing that they left open to interpretation at the end of Kingdom. And plus the inclusion of Straxus here on this poster, which we've heard a lot of rumors and leaks on what they were planning to do with Straxus and how they were going to tie it into the story in the Netflix show, which kind of sucks. It could have been a cool idea if executed right. I think they were onto something here with the sequel. I think they could have really upped their game and put out a quality Transformers anime show on Netflix if they were given the chance to just improve themselves from what they learned working on the last 3 iterations. I think it could have been good, but obviously it didn't happen. It sucks that it didn't happen. These corporate people really gotta take a chance more often nowadays. Like, things are just so freaking safe these days. Like, back when I was a little kid and 10 years ago even, like, people were just taking risks with movies and shows and cartoons. Nowadays, everything is just so bland and blah and just safe. Like, we could have had a sequel where Straxus was a villain and then you had a looming threat of Unicron and whatever else they were going to bring to the fold with the cartoon for this toy line. I think it could have been better than what they gave us with Earthspark. Or in a nice world, we could have had both Earthspark and the show for Legacy. I just think, especially with the whole stories that are given from the designers on these live streams, I really do think these newer generations lines really need some form of media to accompany it, whether it's a comic book, a short little online series like what they used to do back during Classics and Universe 2008, or just, a regular cartoon like what they did with War for Cybertron. And it just feels so empty story-wise with this toy line without some form of media to back it up. Like, sure, you have the designers chipping in what they think for the story here and there, and you get some pieces of bios online and on the boxes, but that's it. It's really nothing. Like, even the Universe 2004 toy line had a comic book series to accompany it, plus the very lengthy bios on the back of the packaging is what they used to do back then, which you don't get anymore, unfortunately. So, I don't know, I really do think they should have went through with this Netflix show, given it one more chance. I think they would have done something better than the War for Cybertron series, honestly. And there's a caption up here from the poster. It says, "From the ashes of war, a new threat arises to destroy them all." It could be alluding to Straxus, or it could be alluding to Unicron. I don't know if it would be Unicron because they already knew. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but I'm pretty sure by the end of Kingdom, everybody knows Unicron is coming, or they know of Unicron's existence. So I don't really think the whole tagline there is talking about Unicron. I think it's more so of Straxus. I think what they were going to do is, with Straxus, he was going to be more of like a bounty hunter type role, or some form of a lone villain similar to Jaxus, working on his own terms with his own ideas and stuff like that. working against both Unicron, Megatron, and Optimus. I don't think Straxus would be working with Unicron. Maybe there's some sort of leaks on the story on this that I don't know about where he was working with Megatron or Unicron, but that's the vibe that I get from this poster and from the caption and from what I've heard about the canceled Legacy show, but I could be wrong. But yeah, just with this poster alone, it seems like they were cooking up something at least interesting, something maybe a bit more interesting than what they were going for with the War for Cybertron series. I don't know. That's just me speculating. I obviously don't know for sure, but bringing in Straxus, it would have been cool. Would have been something nice and different, a breath of fresh air that I think the franchise needs in terms of media and specifically the cartoons, with the recent failure of Earthspark and that show being canceled after the second season. So I don't know, maybe they are going to go back to these Netflix shows with the failure of Earthspark. We honestly don't know what Hasbro's going to do for the next cartoon series. So it would be nice if they maybe revisit this with the new Toyline coming out next year, Generations Prime, that whole new trilogy. But who knows? Who knows what Hasbro's up to these days? But yeah, pretty interesting poster right here. With Unicron originally maybe being in the Toyline, maybe as a Titan class. It could have been the Armada design. They probably don't want to impede on the HasLab from 5 years ago. They probably don't want to redo a G1 Unicron just yet. Maybe another 10, 15 years from now they will. So my guess is if Unicron really was going to be in the Toyline, he was going to be obviously a Titan class, but it was going to be the Armada design to work around, them supposedly redoing the G1 HasLab from 2019. That's what I think they might have done if they were going to include him in the Legacy line, but Straxus, we already heard leaks that the original Galvatron retool for Straxus that we're getting this year from the Marvel Comics subline was originally going to be an all-new mold of a leader class Straxus in 2022's Legacy line. That, if you guys remember, it was pulled kind of last minute. We already had a listing for it. He was going to be in the same wave. He was going to be in like wave 1 or 2, I think, but he got pulled and he was replaced with Transmetal 2 Megatron, which I think was a great idea. I absolutely love that Transmetal 2 Megatron figure. This new Straxus design, it would have been cool. It would have been different for the character, something we've never seen before. But at the same time, I would take a new Transmetal 2 Megatron over an original design of a character that, really should have his classic look done first. But that's just me, at least. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video, guys. Let me know down in the comments below, what do y'all think about this scrapped Legacy cartoon and the original poster. All my social medias are linked down below. My email is also linked down below if y'all want to hit me up about business inquiries, if you want to message me about whatever, or if you want to subscribe to my new Patreon link down below. It's got tons of exclusive content that you won't see here on YouTube or anywhere else, such as exclusive stop motions, photography. You guys get 1 week access before everybody else here on YouTube to my stop motion films, Discord access, exclusive music and music snippets from my stop motion films, behind the scenes of projects I'm working on, such as dioramas, videos, photography, and stop motions. So if you guys want to help support me and help support the channel, I would greatly appreciate it. But yeah, guys, thank you for watching this video. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Bye!